YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about the fight between Clayton Carpenter and Tagir Ulanbekov. It's happening this Saturday. It is a part of the prelims on the UFC pay-per-view card. I'm excited for this event because the main event and main fight will be Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tsarukyan, and the co-main event will be Merab Dvalishvili against Umar Nurmagomedov. But let's go ahead and predict the fight between Tagir Ulanbekov and Clayton Carpenter. I think with this one, we do not need to overcomplicate the fight. The odds are not the best, as if you want to bet this fight, you have to put 300 of your dollars or like 250 to win 100. But I do think it should be a good bet, and we shouldn't overcomplicate it. As you have Clayton Carpenter only being 8-0 in his career, and Tagir Ulanbekov being 15-2. Tagir Ulanbekov has way more experience than him, double the fights that he has, and also at the end of the day, Clayton Carpenter is nowhere near the best fighter that Tagir Ulanbekov has already fought and trained with every day, because he does train with some high-level guys, you know. And also, I can say that Tagir Ulanbekov is definitely the best guy Clayton Carpenter has fought. Clayton Carpenter has fought some guys with decent records, but for the most part, they were not the hardest matchups, as Clayton Carpenter is mainly a wrestler and grappler. He's young in his career and does seem like a good fighter and definitely UFC level. I just don't think he wins this fight because of the experience factor. You know, he's only 8-0 in his professional career. This guy is 15-2. Another thing is they're fighting at a lower weight class, and Clayton Carpenter is a good-sized guy for his weight class, but from what I've seen with his fights, he's used to fighting smaller guys. Like Lucas Rocha, which is his last fight, that guy is way smaller, tiny for that weight class. And he was able to wrestle him, grapple him, and just choke him, you know, just make the life of the guy hard because it was just an easier matchup. Him being a wrestler and grappler and fighting smaller guys. With this matchup, it's going to be definitely his hardest matchup to date, as Tagir Ulanbekov is definitely a longer, bigger guy for that division. He's a big guy, so I think it's not going to be easy to wrestle him. I think that's why I predict Tagir wins this match, is because at the end of the day, Clayton Carpenter would not be able to win the wrestling matchup. And that is going to be the most important factor, and that is what Clayton Carpenter relies on, is his wrestling and grappling and control, which I believe that Tagir Ulanbekov has been showing really good submission skills and finishing skills as of late. So I personally think Tagir Ulanbekov should win this fight by submission. If he doesn't win this fight by submission, he will win by decision. But look for Tagir Ulanbekov to get that Clayton Carpenter kid out of there with some rear naked choke or some guillotine, something like that. He's not having it. We are not losing to some 8-0 kid when we're 15-2 out in Dagestan, Russia, training with the big dogs. Let's go, YouTube.